alternative for the Front Range.
You gotta open up his eyes to the music.
94.3 The X.
Psychic Marla Mitchell in the studio. Good morning, Marla.
Good morning.
Marla is a psychic, like I just said, and she is here to answer your questions for the entire 8 o'clock hour. Relationships, career, whatever. She just answered some interesting questions for me off the air, which I won't go into detail about, but she can help you too. 1-800-595-2943 with people who have birthdays today. In numerology, what year are they in? What does that mean?
Happy birthday. My sister-in-law's birthday is today.
Oh, happy birthday,
Lori. I don't think she listens, though. But anyway, she's in Vermont.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But if your birthday is today, your personal numerology year is a 3, which means you're just, you're in the early part of your decade of numerology because it runs from 1 to 9 and then back to 1 again. So a 3 year, you want to ask yourself, what do I want? Kind of like checking in on like a resolution, like what do I want to accomplish this year? What do I want to create for myself? This is a very creative year. It can be very social, very fun. There's not a whole lot of responsibility except to yourself. Your task is to experience as much joy and happiness as you can. But first you must detect, those things that are still left over from your 9 and 1 year, what to let go of, what is still keeping you from experiencing so much joy and happiness, and let that go. And then what do I want? Make yourself happy. This is not about other people making you happy. This is you taking your power and doing what feels right for you. No people pleasing. Create what you want, be what you want, go and do what you want. It can be a very, very fun year, very empowering, and very creative. It's about communicating and self-expression. So it's it's about me year.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah. And it's not selfishness, it's self-love. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's an important thing too. There's a big difference between being selfish and taking care of yourself.
Right.
I think that it happens a lot. I guess it can happen to anyone, but I've seen a lot of women with families who are like, I want to go to school, I want to finish school, but I feel guilty because of my family, because I'm not there and I'm not making money right now.
It's a hard choice.
Yeah.
And I used to be a stay-at-home mom for a while, and that's, even when you're working outside the home and you're a mom, you're 24/7 wife, mother, and working with the job. So you need to have someone help you offload that if you are working outside the home, and even if you're working in the home, because 24/7 you never get a break.
Right.
Never.
Well, and it in the end, if you do have a job and you're leaving the home, that's not being selfish. You're taking care of everyone and yourself.
That's satisfying a need that you have to go out into the world and add more of yourself to the world.
Exactly.
In addition to what you're doing with your family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. All right, we have someone patiently waiting on the line. 94.3 The X. Who's this?
This is Robin.
Hey, Robin. What's your question for Marla?
Well, we just moved here. Washington.
Hold on 1 second. Are you on speakerphone? We're having trouble hearing you.
Not anymore.
Okay, perfect.
I was trying to get through, so I just had it on speakerphone.
Oh. All right.
Question?
Start over. What's your question?
Well, we just moved here a year ago this month from Washington for my husband's job, and my 3 kids are kind of spread out. So, sorry.
It's okay.
I just want to make sure that they're okay.
Okay. All right, so you're just checking on your kids.
Well, because we're kind of like displaced. We're a really tight family, and we had to come here for his job. And I have 1 daughter abroad, and 2 in Washington.
Okay. Well, that's hard because you had to pick up and leave what was familiar, and then the kids are all, okay, all right, let me look at that. So the first thing I'm pulling is a sign of Taurus. Anybody in your family a Taurus? Or a Sag? Or an Aquarian?
Aquarius, yeah.
Okay. All right. Those cards, all of those are major cards when I talk about zodiac signs, and they're just talking about major changes, major, like you can call it upheaval. I did pull the Tower card, which is similar to the Death, but it means Tower card is the card of choice. Death card usually means out of your control. So this was something you guys chose, or your husband chose? He moved here for a job? correct?
Yeah, and it was kind of like we were kind of just stagnant, so there was nowhere else to go.
So there was a choice. Let me just say that moving here, as painful as it is, more for the queen than the king, so more painful for you being the mom. Not that your husband doesn't miss the kids too, but it just feels like you're having a harder time. It's getting you out of what is known as the oppression card, 10 of Wands. So you guys were in a rut, you were stuck. This is very beneficial for both of you and for all of the kids as well. They're asking you to be very patient. You're going to find out that you're going to find something you love here that's very, very valuable for you. And can you mind? Is it one girl and two boys, or two girls and a boy, or all? What do you have?
Well, I do have a stepson, but I'm kind of not his favorite, so I have 3 daughters.
3 daughters. Okay. It feels
It
like
probably shows in the cards, right, how he feels.
well, it shows a boy, but it shows the boy in the background. So maybe that's what we're talking about here. It feels like, okay, you said how many in Washington? 2?
2 daughters currently in Washington. One's in Amman, Jordan.
Okay. And where's the stepson?
He is in Washington as well. Sorry.
Okay. All right. I'm not really. When I tune into the children, I feel like they're all okay. They feel a little, I'll use the word discombobulated or out of sorts as well. Mm-hmm. But it's also good for everybody because, when we make that break, when we cut the apron strings and when we leave them to their own devices, and they're all grown, I'm taking it, right? They're all 18 and over?
The youngest one will be 18 next month.
Okay.
She had to stay there to finish school.
School, right. It's teaching them independence, which is the star or the Aquarian card. And so this is good for all of you to learn to be independent of each other, right? And it can be very painful. Honestly, what you're experiencing is a kind of an empty nest thing going on again. Do you understand that?
Abruptly, yeah.
Yeah, it can happen many times. One of my children, what we call boomeranged back and forth like 6 times from age 18 to 27, and each time he left, I cried for weeks each time because it was like boom. It was like it's just heartache each time because you get used to having them around, and then they're not around, and they're not on the phone as easily, and so you're going through some empty nesting. You just moved to a new place. They say when you make a move like that, it's grief. It can be just like a death. And so you've got a double hit here because your kids didn't come with you. You moved to a new place, and you're just having to readjust. And so my suggestion to you is to, if you haven't already, find, like we just talked about, find something that you really enjoy doing and make some connections through that. Do you have any, are you working yet outside the home, or are you just trying to get
I'm working,
okay.
But I haven't really been into fitness this past year like I used to be, but I did sign up for something, so I'm trying.
Yeah, just day by day, live in the moment, get yourself up out of bed, get into a routine that is familiar, okay? And then as much as you can, thank goodness for Skype and all those wonderful things, and FaceTime on your phone. You can talk to the kids and see them. But everyone's going to be fine because the star shows that everyone's learning independence and self-esteem. Okay?
Can I ask, do you see us back in Washington?
Oh, do I see a move back? That's a good question.
Well, that's our plan, so.
Okay. Like within a year?
About 2.
Okay, let's just see. Is it possible that Robin and her husband could move back to Washington?
Or hopefully together.
Well,
Preferably, yeah.
We did this together. We better go back together, so.
okay, I get the card of choice, which is ruled by Gemini. That is above, so that's still up in the air. So I can't say yes or no definitively. It is definitely an option, but it's more dependent upon the husband than you.
Always, yeah.
Then okay, I'm sorry. Yeah,
I'm just following.
Okay.
Just following along in life.
and that's hard. Now, I want to kind of correct you on that. I know you're married and you're following your husband wherever he goes, but you that sounds very disempowering, right? So you need to turn around your attitude to being, well, yes, I'm in this marriage and I'm going it's not like I have to go wherever he goes, poor me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get you out of victim mode. I want you to be more of empowered and just say, I'm going because, I love him and this is good for both of us, and try to find something positive in this move. And even if you stay longer than 2 years, I'm not saying you will, it's just it hasn't been decided yet. Okay?
Okay.
And the interesting thing is one of the girls could move here.
Or close by.
Uh-huh.
One of our kids is looking at Montana for school.
Yes.
Oh,
And would that make you feel better then?
I can get to her. Yeah.
Yeah, because Montana's about 8 hours away, Billings or something like that. So it feels like one of the girls could absolutely come this direction, which might calm things down a bit. Because then
that would
once
help.
one comes, maybe others might come too. So
Do you see the oldest one in the States this next year?
first name?
For Jade.
Jade? Okay, great name.
Thank you.
She's torn. It feels like I can't decide if she would rather stay there or come back here, but I feel torn. It feels more likely she will come back. It does.
For the year, okay, because there's a lot going on with her, and she's got lots of choices.
Yeah, it feels like she actually is enjoying herself over there.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Yeah,
the
but
experience he's having.
She may come back here because the experience or the choices limit themselves, and she chooses. I feel like she comes back here. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
All right. Thank you, Robin.
Don't want to creep you out or anything,
You,
but we're feeling the vibe right now.
you gonna listen to all that new rock alternative?
And I think you like us.
You wanna split it?
94.3 The X. Front Range Alternative.
94.3 The X, who's this?
Alicia.
Hey, Alicia, what's your question for Marla?
I just wanted to know about my family, I guess.
Okay. Just in general, or anyone in
Yes.
particular? Just in how they're doing. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Are they all local or are they all spread out like the previous caller?
No, it's actually about my brother and sister.
Your brother and sister.
So
Okay.
they're out of state.
Okay. All right. Do you have names for me, or you want to make them up?
Mary and Bill.
Mary and Bill. Okay. All right. Well, interesting enough, there is some stuff going on, and if I put them on it, so you're wanting like individual, or how they're doing in the relationship, or just, you said in general, just what's going on?
Just in general, yeah.
Okay. There is some stuff going on. When I look at them on a teeter-totter, I feel more like it's interesting because I'm getting the Emperor card, and then I'm getting the Rebellion card. There's issues between them, and I also feel issues going on for them, which means that whatever is causing some of their chaos or their problems, it's definitely affecting the relationship as well. It feels very volatile, and I feel, they're strong, but I guess my suggestion, I don't know if you get to talk to them much, is that they come together with this issue that's going on versus kind of fighting between them. Oftentimes when there's something going on, that people tend to blame each other, and it feels to be more about, there's a sadness and a sorrow or a fear going on, and there's some control or some power struggle going on. Does this make sense?
Yes, they're twins.
Oh, they're twins. Okay. All right. So
it makes sense because I know they've been having some issues, and actually they just found me right before Christmas. They were adopted.
Okay. All right. It just feels very, they're going to be okay, but they got to work through it. And again, it comes up with, the final cards are strength and listening, good communication skills. So I guess I wouldn't worry too much about them. There's not much you can do. Worry doesn't really serve a purpose, although we all do it. It's more about just offering, positive thoughts their way. It's something between them, and you don't have to get yourself in the middle of it. Do you understand?
Cool. Yes,
So
that would be good.
Stay out of the drama. Do not take sides, and just let them figure it out between them. If they want you to take sides, just say, you know what, I'm neutral here. I'm not gonna listen to you complain about you and you complain about this person, and just stay very neutral. That way you don't have to get involved in the drama, okay?
Okay.
It'll work itself out, but they're gonna have to really communicate better. Yes.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay.
And am I going to find love ever?
My heart. Okay. Are you ever going to find love? Okay. Oh, there we go. Pregnancy card. So you could find.
She's freaking out now.
You can burn that.
Doesn't always mean pregnant. It means timing, 9 months or less. So you could find love this year.
That would be good.
With an emperor. And an emperor is a person who's very, the positive of an emperor is very protective, very kind, very generous, very nurturing, financially secure, all those things. I get hangman, which means it's up to you. Mm-hmm. So is there someone from your past you're still pining over or stuck or angry over?
Well, somebody I've actually known for a long time just asked me out.
Okay. All right. Are you interested in him that way?
I am. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, very. And he is very financially secure and generous and nice.
Emperor. Okay.
Yep.
Well, then what are you asking me for? Do you want to know if it's going to be him?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first name for me? You can make one up. Make one up.
George.
Okay. George of the jungle? Okay. Let's see what we get. George and Alicia. All right. Let's see. You're very fearful. Why are you afraid?
I've just been hurt a lot, and you know the dating pool nowadays, it's all Netflix and chill, so.
Yeah, oh, I
Not
know.
very good.
I know. I feel ya.
Oh, boy. If it were me, it's the same advice I give Molly. Take it easy. Stay cool. Don't try to make something more than it is. Don't give away too much. Be yourself, relax, let spirit take over, have fun with this person. It has potential, my dear. It really does. But the more fear and worry and trying to dissect everything he says, what did he mean by that? Oh, gosh, was that good or bad? Don't do that. Just enjoy it. It has good potential. I'm going to say it could be him. So go out with him.
Awesome.
Okay?
Okay, perfect.
All right. But don't talk about heavy stuff too soon. Got it?
Okay. Got it.
Just enjoy the ride.
You don't want to dump baggage on him right away. That scares anybody away, and vice versa, right? You don't want to hear, he doesn't want to hear about your ex, and you don't want to hear about his ex. So just don't go into that. Don't go into how bad you've been hurt and, oh my gosh. Because, the past is a past. Let it go. Live in the moment. And if the past is still bothering you, then you work on that yourself. You don't have to drag him into it, okay?
Okay. Perfect.
All right. Thanks,
Awesome.
Alicia.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right.
Bye. Oops, I always do that. I love these relationship questions, and I love how she was just so bluntly, without even asking, can I ask another question? She's like,
am I ever going to have a relationship?
It was really bothering her. It's one of those issues. 94.3 The X, who's this?
Hi, this is Kate.
Hey, Kate, what's your question for Marla?
Oh, I wanted to have her take a look at my work situation.
Your work situation. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look at that and let's see what's going on. So, yeah, one of the most common questions I get is relationships, whether it's work or personal. That's the most common question people come to see me about.
Wow.
So, let's see. Work situation. Ooh, my dear, you need to take the high road at work. You need to not get involved in the drama. There's a lot of stuff going down. Do you understand? There's stuff going down. There could be, I don't know if there's layoffs or if there's somebody that's really creating havoc there, but there's some doubt and uncertainty. They're asking you to be very patient unless you are a Sagittarius. Are you Sag?
I'm not.
Okay, so then you need to be very, very patient. Let this thing work itself through. I do not see you leaving, but I do see, I get hangman and ruin and patience and sorrow. And so there is stuff going on. There could absolutely be like a reorganization or things or people getting moved around. For you, it's about just taking the high road. Like I told the previous caller, do not get involved in any drama. It's just about you just going to work, doing your job the best that you can. And if someone asks your opinion, be honest, but don't be, what do you call it? Don't be a tattler. Don't be, just be high road. Take the high road. Do you understand that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to elaborate about this? Does this make sense?
It does. It feels like we're heading towards a reorg.
Yep.
We're sort of doing an internal restructure for my team.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just wondering if this, I've been doing the same thing for a long time, and it's kind of boring. So I'm just wondering if, at the end of this, I'll be doing something a little more
You will.
creative.
You absolutely
Okay.
will. But getting there might be a little difficult, meaning, again, don't give up hope. Don't get angry. Don't get fearful. When fear comes in, fear is an acronym, FEAR, false evidence appearing real. So don't let fear knock you aside and create all this drama inside you and worry. Just say, if I wasn't afraid, how would I feel? And just trust that. But you will end up in something different, and it will be for your highest good. And if your opinion is asked, well, what do you want to do? Then say, well, I really would like this. That this is what I want to do. And even if it may seem like a stretch or that you're asking for the moon, it never hurts to speak up, right? What have you got to lose? Right.
Right. What does the timing look like for this?
Good question. It's all sorted out by spring.
Okay, good.
And then what's interesting is it's all sorted out by spring, so March, April, and it still feels like in spring there's like this, like the sun comes out, so to speak, in my head. I'm just seeing a bright sunshine. And then everything kind of calms down, and all through the summer I feel like you're in work mode. So whatever this, there might be a new project coming in where you are then taking on a lot, and you will be working very hard, but you'll be doing it happily. Okay?
Okay.
So hang in
Thank
there.
you very much.
The Front Range is home for new music discovery. 94.3 The X.
Psychic Marla Mitchell in the studio taking calls about relationships, fun stuff, health, career, family. If you have drama in the workplace and you want to
Give me a call.
yeah, give her a call. 1-800-595-2943. 94.3 The X. Who's this?
Hi, this is Lizzie.
Hey, Lizzie. What's your question for Marla?
I'm looking to change jobs within the first quarter of this year, and I'm wondering if you can tell me if you see that in my card.
Perfect question. All right, let's see if you're going to change jobs. Excellent. And then I'll also, pregnancy right away. That's good. But if you haven't been listening, pregnancy is a timing card. It also means new beginnings. Yes. Okay, absolutely yes. I am saying that. I don't often say absolutely, but I mean that with all my heart because of the cards showing up. I get pregnancy right away, which means this is a very strong desire for you to start something new, to give birth to something new, okay?
Yes.
Abundance is with the card, which means it's going to pay well. It's going to be something you enjoy. You are supposed to, if you're not already, take the bull by the horns, meaning you go look for it, you pursue it, you be assertive, you keep your resume updated, you network, you do all the things you need to do. It's going to be different than what you have been doing in the past. Do you understand that?
Yep.
Okay, because it can't be the same thing that you've done. It has to be something completely different. Also, are you willing to, let me double check before I ask this. Oh, no, okay. It's just going to be different than what you've done before. I was a little concerned that there might be a move involved. Maybe eventually, are you willing to commute?
I'm commuting right now. I
Okay.
think I just recently applied for a position where there's some travel involved.
Oh,
each
that's it.
quarter.
Okay,
So
good.
that may be it.
Okay, well, the reason I'm saying absolutely yes, you will get a job is it ends on the Justice card, which is a legal card, which usually means contract, job offer, something locked in. If I had to say timeline, it feels to be, Mercury's retrograde. You're not going to get a job offer. You shouldn't start a job before Monday. It ends on Monday. Thank you, goodness. Or thank goodness. And It feels like you're in place by spring. So that's easily
Perfect.
first quarter, like April at the latest. Okay?
Very nice.
So-
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're
right,
welcome.
thank you.
Congratulations.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye. It's 94.3 The X. Who's this?
This is Robin, and I actually called a minute ago, but I talked to my husband, and he had one question for the psychic. If possible, he's at work. I'm so sorry.
No,
I'm
that's
embarrassed,
okay.
but
This is your husband. What's his name?
his name's Bobby.
Bobby. Okay, what does Bobby want to know?
He the most logical thing for us being here. Are we going to have freedom from finances from our choice?
Oh, okay. Our finance is going to get improved. Is that what you're saying? Are they going to become more secure?
Yeah, because you saw where we came from.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. They're definitely not good right now. Do you understand that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's the struggle. The emperor is struggling to get his little kingdom back in place. Self-esteem. And you are working. That's good. That will help you. Satisfaction and happiness. Yeah, it's going to be... He needs to do something different. Is he doing something different in his employment, or is he trying something different?
Well, he was promoted.
Okay, that's good, because it shows a change for the male and overcoming the odds. There's a little bit of drama. It's going to be slow. Yeah, I see the promotion, but then it's like changing habits, being better at saving, working towards a goal. It feels much improved by fall, okay? But that's
Okay.
given that you guys keep working on setting a goal of how much you're going to put away each month or how much you're going to pay off, all of those things, okay? But it does improve, absolutely.
But the extra money will be coming by fall.
The extra
To
money,
get to those
I feel
points.
you could get some extra money earlier. It's just how you use it. Do you understand?
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess I'm just getting some caution, but I'm saying, yeah, the extra money is already coming. But if you want even more so than by fall, just be very, you don't have to be, Scrooge, just be very money conscious. And if you have a goal that you want to have extra money by fall, then make sure that you set yourself up that way. Okay?
But with 21 years into the marriage, do you see us actually have freedom from worrying about money at some point?
Now that is an emotional statement, okay? You don't have to worry about money unless you choose to. Granted, I'm being very, what's the word, philosophical, but we always have enough. The way the universe works is we always have enough. It just depends on what we view as enough, okay? And you can choose to worry about money, or you can choose to just trust the process. So in other words, if your mind is always saying, we never have enough, we'll have enough by fall, we don't have enough right now, I can't pay the bills. The way energy works is it hears what you say and it says, okay, fine. If they keep saying we don't have enough, we won't have enough till fall, we'll make it so. If you say, I have everything I need and want, thank you, Spirit. Then the universe energy starts working towards you, saying they have everything they need and want, and then, well, let's make it so. Does that make sense? It's like, watch your thoughts.
And I understand that.
Okay.
But there should be an opportunity for a third paycheck coming for him.
Okay. And that's
what I think we're trying to do all that other positive stuff with. And until then,
completion.
does that make sense?
Yeah. So, and I understand, you're trying really hard, him wanting to get a third paycheck. It's out of your control. I guess it's possible I wouldn't put everything into it. It's more about trusting whatever's for your highest good. If this third paycheck thing doesn't happen right away, don't go into fear and worry. Trust that Spirit has something better in mind. Whenever something comes in and we get a no, or we get laid off or fired, or whatever happens out of our control, it's for our own good, just like we tell our children. Do you understand? And so you have to just trust the process. And again, in the meantime, until he gets this third paycheck, always say what I used to say, and I still do, thank you, Spirit, my bank account's half full. Even if you have $4 in there, it's half full, because you don't want it to be full and you don't want to see it as empty. So it's the cup half full scenario. Always be grateful for what you have. It's half full. which means there's room for growth, and you're grateful no matter what, okay? So I can't tell you he's going to get that third paycheck right away. It doesn't look like it's going to happen right away, okay? But don't go into worry.
Kind of nature.
Just be positive. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Universe. Thank you, Mother Earth. Whatever you want to thank. My bank account's half full, and I am grateful. Okay?
All right. Have a great day.
All right, thank
Robin.
you. It's 94.3 The X. Who's this?
JJ.
Hey, JJ, what's your question for Marla?
I was just wondering what she sees for my work situation.
Okay. That's a common theme today, work.
It is.
All right. Let's see what's going on. Well, first of the year, a lot of companies are hiring, letting go, reorganizing. Let's see what we get for work for JJ. Nice. Okay. A lot of female cards. Holy cow. Do you work with a lot of women?
No.
That's weird. I got all female cards, every single one. Do you have a female boss?
No.
That is weird. Okay. Let me look at this. Just a minute. Can I ask what line of work you're in?
Oil field.
Oil field. Okay. Interesting. That's just really unusual. I don't see, I'm not getting anything like negative, like it's going to go away, but all these female cards are showing more, if there's not, obviously there's not a lot of women in the oil business, maybe there should be, but anyway, it's about tapping into your female side, tapping into your creative, your intuitive, trust your gut kind of thing. This one card here is showing stand up for yourself, speak your truth. There is a lot of change going on. It's going to end up just fine with the self-esteem card coming up. It feels okay, but there are some changes going on, and you kind of need to keep your ears to the ground, focus on not what is being taken away or the fear that they're putting out there, about all the oil prices dropping and all of that. Just go with your intuition. If your gut tells you to do something, then do it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
For a guy, it's trust your gut. For a woman, it's trust your intuition. You just need to trust your gut. It feels okay. I don't feel you being laid off or anything like that. It just feels like you need to trust your gut and then act when you feel it. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thanks, JJ. It's 94.3 The X. Who's this?
This is Cynthia.
Hey, Cynthia, what's your question for Marla?
So I'm just kind of wondering if this is even something you can help with, but I feel like as if we have someone in our home with us.
Marla can help you out with that.
I can help you with that. I am a psychic medium.
Okay.
Interesting enough, just give me your house numbers. You don't have to give me your full address, okay?
Okay. It's 252.
252. Okay. And are you just local here in this northern Colorado area?
Yes.
Okay. When I tune into the address of 252, I do feel a male spirit. And when I walk in the front door of your house, it's on the left. What area of the house is on the left?
Like a dining area and also a stairwell to the basement.
Okay.
Ooh, creepy.
Okay. How often do you use that stairwell basement area?
Every day. Our bedroom's down there.
Oh, is that where you're feeling the spirit on the left, down in that area?
Oftentimes, yes, in the basement. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that could be where he is, or it, whatever you want to call it, is hanging out. It is a male spirit. I really, part of it, and interesting enough, I'm curious, is there, if I had to say what he is attached to, it's the military. So this is someone who maybe from World War II, World War I. It feels to be a military person. I don't know how old your house is, but someone picked up, if he wasn't already there, someone brought in someone who had died in a war, and it's a military or a vet, okay, who is attached to your house and your family. Mm-hmm. So what you can do, is he doing mean things or just you just feel him and he feels like there's trickery going on? What's going on?
A lot of times trickery. You notice things moving or you just feel it. Never anything mean. Never,
like pushing down the stairs, nothing like that. Okay.
No, never. Okay. And it's very rare touching. I mean, sometimes you'll feel a touch, but it's rare.
Okay. So he's not a family member. I just want to be clear of that. So what you might want to do is, if you want him gone, get a sage stick, a smudge stick, okay? And you need to smudge the whole house, not just the basement area, okay? He really likes the stairwell. I don't know if you have pictures on the stairwell. Is anyone in your family from the military?
Probably my grandfather was, but he didn't die in the military.
No.
I mean, he lived to be old.
I'm just curious if you had pictures up why he's so associated with that house, unless that's an old house.
No.
Okay.
It is an old house, but we just bought it.
Okay. Yeah, but it's an old house, so maybe he's been there before.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. So tie the house in some way, or the people before you with that house, okay? So get a smudge stick. If it were me, I would smudge the entire house except the basement. And then that way, in my opinion, he's kind of trapped down the basement and he can't go anywhere but out. So once you do the whole house, every closet, just wave it in each corner of each room, and just you can say something like, all beings of light are welcome, everyone else must go. And so beings of light mean your loved ones and your angels get to stay, but everyone else who is not attached to you has to go. And then you do the basement. And you may have to smudge it a couple times, but just ask him to go. Tell him that he likes it there, but he doesn't belong anymore. It's not his house anymore. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Hang in there.
Awesome. Thank you.
Right.
Bye-bye.
That moment when you remember there's a station that plays the kind of music that makes you feel good.
Okay. Now I get you. That's cool.
94.3 The X, Front Range Alternative.
Psychic Marla Mitchell in the studio. I'm Mollie Kendrick, and we have people calling us to talk to Marla about relationships, health, career, whatever. I don't know. We'll find out here in just a sec. 1-800-595-2943, 94.3 The X. Who's this?
Hi, this is Marie.
Hey, Marie. What's your question for Marla?
My question is, I've been single for a while now, and I was wondering if I'm going to meet somebody.
Okay.
Ever?
Ever?
Yeah.
To quote, I think that was Alicia or Kate. I can't remember which one, but yeah. Okay, let's see. Are you ever going to meet someone? All right, let's look. So you're asking about the one, correct?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm flipping cards. Pregnancy. Nice. That's been coming up a lot today. So 9 months or less, absolutely. You do have romance coming. Let me just look at you on a teeter-totter first and just see what... there's the Lover's card, too. Very nice. Are you Gemini by any chance?
No, Aries.
Okay, so Gemini's is known as the Lover's card. Making a decision. And we've got Marie. So it feels like definitely by spring or in the spring you could meet someone very important. What's interesting is it feels like this could go very quickly because of the pregnancy card, 9 months or less. This could be something that happens fast, and you guys may, like a year from now, either be engaged or talking about moving in together or already moved in together. So you definitely have love coming. The choice is yours. Are you out there? Are you making yourself very available, whether it's dating sites or friends? Why not?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Okay. So first you need to, that's the Lover's card again. First you need to choose and make yourself available to date, right? Because, if you just stay home and wash your hair every night, he's not going to come in, He's just not going to come knocking on the door and say, hey, baby. Okay. So that's not how it works. So first you have to choose. You have to let go of the past because the past shows sorrow. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. You have to heal your heart and let that go. You need to trust yourself. So the biggest thing for men and women is we need to learn to trust ourselves that, especially if we get burned or hurt or our heart's broken, trust ourselves that we won't, we can't control other people's hearts, but we can control ours, and we can learn to trust that if we get ourselves in a situation, we can also get ourselves out. And the trust issue sometimes is with ourselves. Well, I don't want to, sometimes I don't trust myself that I may fall for the wrong guy again, or I may pick this type of man who is controlling or angry or addiction or whatever. So what you need to do is know that you have to trust yourself first, that you will choose correctly. And if you don't, you will see it sooner that you can get yourself out of the situation. Does that make sense? It's about trusting yourself to know and recognize if you're in the wrong relationship, if he's right or wrong for you, and then get out of it before you get too involved. And so you have to trust yourself first, but you also have to get yourself out there to make that happen. But it does feel like you have some boundary issues. You need to learn to say no when you mean no and yes when you mean yes. And it really does feel positive, like this next guy could be the one. Ooh. If you just get yourself out there and trust yourself to make the right choices, okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay, sounds good.
Okay, thanks a lot.
All right, thanks. It's 94.3 The X. Who's this?
Chelsea.
You said Chelsea?
Yeah.
What's your question for Marla?
Oh, I kind of got a lot, but I don't know if this is too broad, but I was thinking of asking, I just want to know if I'm going to live a good life and be happy and healthy and do some of the stuff I want to do and do something good for the world.
Okay. It is very general, but I don't mind those. Usually the cards bring me to within, a few years. Let's see how far out they'll let me go.
Well, that's fine because a lot of the stuff that I have going on right now.
Okay. You need to let go of this old relationship or problem that's going on. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I show you're feeling like a failure. You're blaming yourself. You're being very hard on yourself. Let it go. The first thing is to work on your self-esteem. Okay. How do I start feeling good about me? It's okay when you have a breakup or something happens, and it's okay to own your part of it, but don't own the whole thing, right? And know that everything happens for a reason, and that we are down here to learn from our what we call mistakes. But I really don't believe there are mistakes. I believe it's just choices that we make, and then we learn from the consequences. And then you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and you move on. So abundance is coming your way. You do have to stop seeing when things end, whether it's a job or a relationship, don't see it as the end of the world. Your life isn't over. It's just a new chapter each time. Think of it, your life as a book. And every time you have a change, a new relationship, a new job, or you move, or a friend comes and goes, it's a new chapter. And you get to rewrite or write the new chapter yourself. So that's the self-esteem. Feel good about yourself, and then take control and say, okay, I'm going to write this new chapter, and I'm going to start off like this, and see yourself in a positive light. You have a new job or possibly an opportunity with a new job, a lot of financials, good things coming towards you financially. You do have love coming. If you don't already, you have another love interest coming in. It looks very positive, but right now, initially, you need to just work through being so hard on yourself, okay?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You're spot on with everything so far.
You are going to have everything that you want. You need to believe that. You have to believe it's possible. And then just keep, again, stay in the moment, stay out of the past, and just stay hopeful, okay? It looks really good.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, thanks. That. It's 94.3 The X. Who's this?
Hi, my name is Claire.
Hey,
and
Claire.
I'd like to know, what is this about a planetary conjunction that's starting today, and it's going to have some kind of effect on all the people and everything in the planet?
Okay. I'm trying to think of all the things that are going on in the sky.
Well, I know that 5 planets are visible from Earth from now through February 20th.
So I'm trying to think if that's Pluto and a bunch of other stuff.
It's
that's
like, I
going
think
on
it's
Mercury and Venus, and
Jupiter, Mars,
things like that.
And
they're all lined up right now, starting today.
There's that's normally called a stellium, when you have a bunch of planets all within several degrees of each other, and they're usually either in the same sign or the same house. I didn't really do my research on astrology before I came, so my bad. But when there is stuff like that going on, you can't operate in fear. It's more about just being aware of that there are things going on that are affecting people, like Mercury's retrograde right now. Monday being the last day, the most difficult day, the most grumpy day. We do have, I believe, we have a full moon on Saturday, which is in the sign of Leo. And that could also cause, I think it's conjunct something. Again, I don't have my charts right here, but you can live in fear, or you can just live with knowing that, okay, there's stuff going on. It may make people act crazy, but I don't have to be that way. I can choose any time to react to someone's bad behavior, or to just detach and just say, that's all about them, not about me. Okay? If you'd like, I can do some research, and then next week I can talk about that. How's that sound? Okay?
That sounds good.
I'll make a note and look at that and come back with some more information for everybody next week on the giant conjunction with all the planets. Okay?
Yeah, because my daughter works in a psychiatric hospital. She says it's been busting loose over there. So.
Oh, man.
Part of that
could be for any reason.
Could be the Mercury thing. Okay? It could also be the full moon coming up in Leo, which, puts a bright sun on everything.
Oh, geez.
And so Leo exaggerates everything, right? So if there's a bunch of stuff going on, we got this full moon coming on, it will bring out the crazies, so to speak, in everybody. So I will look at that and get back to everybody next week on the big planetary stuff. Thank you.
Thank you so very much.
All right, thanks, Claire. It's 94.3 The X. We are out of time with psychic Marla Mitchell. I know, but until, we have next week, every Wednesday, 8 o'clock to 9. You have a workshop this weekend?
This Saturday, it's full.
Okay, it's full.
But I have another Reiki class. So if you are Reiki trained and you're a level 1, I have a level 2 coming up for those of you who want to take it to the next level. It's February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day.
All right, there we go.
Yes.
Very cool. All right. MarlaMitchell.com is how you can get in touch with.
Read all about that. Get in touch with me. Like I said, if you want to get further Reiki training, give me a call.
All right. MarlaMitchell.com. We'll see you next week, Marla.
Thank you.
Alternative for the front range.
You gotta open up his eyes to the music.